As you've scaled the business, grown the business, expanded things, how have you kind of used purpose and vision, like this idea of something bigger, to move through maybe, some of the anxieties or fears or kind of resistance that you felt in terms of executing?
I, in some ways, honestly, sometimes pinch myself to confirm, right, that I'm actually here, right, in Silicon Valley, building a startup, which in some ways, right, we're both an established company. I hired my first employee in 2010, and that company is still going 16 years. So in some ways, when I'm running this marathon, which began back in Nairobi, I was born and raised, which is why I'm like, wow, I'm here. And someone said to me, you're crazy for building a company in Silicon Valley because it's the most competitive place on earth. It's been a journey of honestly unpeeling, what is truly important to us. And number one is stay alive, don't die. Death anxiety, as part of a larger scope of work called terror management theory, which is the theory that we constantly making decisions from a place of, is this leading me closer to death or closer towards life? And even sometimes towards immortality, which is the legacy we leave behind when we die. For me, just being able to represent Kenya and represent my ancestors as someone who has thrived to be able to go the distance in the world of entrepreneurship, to take on the system and actually create lasting change. So for me, that legacy piece is what keeps me going, and what I try to remind these attorneys I'm talking to, let's zoom out beyond you being afraid of something going wrong and you being embarrassed in front of your clients. And let's think about how many more families you could serve and how much more philanthropic work you could do now that you're not stuck behind the desk, becoming a very highly paid admin assistant in many
Yeah.
levels.